What up, my World Cup babies? Okay, so a day has passed. We got a few more information through the friendly match and press conference. As you can see here, this is our draft, our latest draft. We made two drafts before. One with the assumption of Lamine Yamal being healthy, and one being Lamine Yamal being not fit for the match. So the update that we got was that he didn't play in the friendly match against Peru. The Spanish coach Luis de la Fuente, he said that Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, and another like forward, I forgot his name, they're gonna be available for selection for the first match. But the Barcelona physio team has also advised the Spanish national to play only 15 minutes in the first match against Cape Verde and then like 60 minutes on the next match. So, but it's just an advice that the Spanish might or might not follow. But even then, even if they follow, they might not play a full 15. But I think no matter what, Lamine Yamal is not starting. Okay, so therefore we are gonna go with the idea that Lamine Yamal is not starting. So this is our non-Lamine Yamal draft. But then I was thinking yesterday, right? A few things. Also, another thing, Olise, he just scored a hat trick against I forgot whatever team in a friendly, and he seems to be very good. I'm just gonna keep him in this draft. I was a bit skeptical because he cost quite a lot to leave him in this draft, especially with a tough fixture as Senegal to start with. But a few good things other than the hat trick, because like hat tricks against friendlies is like whatever. But what's more appealing is that Olise yesterday was playing at the number 10, ahead of Cherki, ahead of Dembele, ahead of Doué. So Olise at the 10, it's he's gonna have so much more involvement rather than actually I think as a football player he is better at the wing. But as a fantasy player, he is so much more better playing the 10 because he's gonna have more chances, he's gonna create more chances. Um so yeah, that's lovely. I'm very happy to have Olise in my team. So yesterday I was thinking of something, right? I was thinking of the 12 manship because if you saw my previous video, my plan with the 12 man is to bring in Vinicius Junior in the second match day. But I was thinking to myself, okay, what are the realistic other options to use my 12 man? And then I narrowed it down to match day 1. Because basically, I can 12 man Haaland. Because I'm gonna transfer Haaland out on match day 2 because he doesn't have a very good fixture. So at the end, I'm just comparing match day 1 12 man Haaland or match day 2 12 man Vinicius Junior. So it's either Haaland versus Iraq or Vinicius Junior versus Haiti. And the two things that kind of made me go with Haaland, match day 1 12 man Haaland. Okay, spoilers, I'm gonna do a match day 1 12 man Haaland. It's because, first of all, the 12 man, they don't calculate the budget. So you could literally get anyone, no matter the budget, no matter the squad limit. So in that sense, Haaland is so much more better than Vinicius because Haaland is 0.5 more expensive than Vinicius. First thing. Second thing, Norway relies on Haaland so much compared to Brazil relies on Vinicius. Yes, I guess you could say Vinicius is still kind of the talisman for Brazil, but for Brazil, like Rafinha scores sometimes. You know, they are so stacked. You know, they have Rafinha, Igor Thiago, maybe even Matheus Cunha. Everyone can score. It's like it doesn't matter if Vinicius doesn't score, they might still win. But with Norway, their game plan is Haaland. If Norway wins, if Norway scores, you bet your ass Haaland's gonna be involved. So, with that in mind, and that also frees me up for what I'm about to do, okay? Stay with me. So, 12 man Haaland. There you go, pretty boy. Why can't I 12 man Haaland? Okay, wait. Let me. Okay, I have to. Stupid software. I need to like update my player first. Okay, so now that we have an empty forward spot, who do we go to? As I showed you yesterday, Spain's projected goals is one of the highest, right? And of course, that will go down a little bit, judging from the fact of Yamal's physicality and the other forwards like Nico Williams. But it's still by far the highest, across the first 2 match days, especially the first one. Okay, I mean not the first one. Germany has a higher projected goals in the first match day, but Spain is very, very high up there, a tier in its own. So, if you calculate that with Lamine Yamal probably not playing much, who's gonna fill in his shoes? And he's also a forward, a very cheap forward kind of for his price, and he might play 90 or 70 minutes to 90 minutes, and he's the third captain for Spain. That's my boy Torres. Very nice, 7.8. He even got the scouting bonus. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? He got the scouting bonus, and he's one of the yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. So yeah, Torres gets into my squad. Haaland is my 12th man. So now, is there anything else that I want to change in this squad? Because match day 2, I don't want Haaland. So yeah, it's very convenient. But now the next thing is, how do I bring in because I want a piece of the pie of the match day 2 Brazil versus Haiti. I want Rafinha in my squad. How do I do that? It's very easy, because like match day 2, if you go here, I could easily make a Musiala to Rafinha. Very easy. So now what else do I want to change? I have 3 million in the bank, which is quite a lot. I don't want to go into match day 1 with 3 million in my bank. So my other thought is, okay, wait, let me put all of the nailed players up there in the 11 and the not so nailed players down here. With Elvedi, I'm not so sure about him. With Nusa as well, I'm not so sure about him. It's more like a punt for me, and it's not just a punt, you know. I need to transfer him out for match day 2, because Norway has a very bad fixture on match day 2 against Senegal. You know, I don't even want Haaland against Senegal. What makes you think that I want Nusa against Senegal, right? So I'm gonna transfer him out. Um, so yeah, this what you're looking at is my new 11 for match day 1. 3 million, I could still make some changes here. I'm thinking of making a change here from Nusa to I'm thinking of a few players around the 7 million range. I like Valverde. Valverde is good, but he got good fixtures for the first and second. I'm looking for like generally good fixtures for first and second. I could transfer them out actually on the second match day, but I wanted the option to not transfer them out. With someone like Nusa, I have to transfer them out on the second match day. So I just wanted the flexibility, and Valverde gives me that, and he's quite cheap at 7.5, but he's above the 5% mark, slightly above, which is not very worth it if you ask me. So another player, and also someone that I thought of, was also Pulisic. 7 million, very nice. First 2 okay fixtures, but slightly above as well. So I'm thinking of this other talisman that has scouting bonus and is also around the 7 million price mark. His name is Çalhanoğlu. This guy, he's on everything, every set pieces, corner, free kicks, penalty. He's the talisman, he's the veteran. I mean, of course you have Kenan Yildiz and Ade Güler in the team, but they are youngsters, so he's kind of like the Master Spencer to his own Ninja Turtles. Okay, and he's 3.3%, so I hope it doesn't go up. I guess another name that comes up to mind is James Rodriguez. Good 2 fixtures, cheap, but he's already 4.2, so he might go up. So I'm right now considering between Çalhanoğlu and Rodriguez. Rodriguez, actually, if his ownership doesn't go above 5%, I think I'm getting him. But for today, I think I'll just set it as Çalhanoğlu first. So now we have 2 more million to play with. We could upgrade Alvedi. I was actually thinking of a premium defender. I actually at one point had Nuno Mendes in my squad because I'm biased actually. I support Portugal with this World Cup run. Like I want them to win it all. So at one point I had Nuno Mendes. I might still go with him because he's like by far the best left back in the world, by far the best full back in the world. He plays for my favorite side. Portugal has the good first two mixture fixtures. It's not the greatest. Like DR Congo, I can see them putting up a fight, but Uzbek is pretty. Like I think Portugal could get a clean sheet between these two, like 1.5. So I like their clean sheet odds. Nuno Mendes, if he gets it going, he dribbles past people, put in a cross, and he is very good. He could get you offensive returns and clean sheets. But the thing is, he's I think one of the highest owned players is like 43.6, and he's quite expensive for a defender. Actually, the most expensive person for a defender by far, the only one, and it's not just by point 0.1 or point 0.2, it's point 0.3. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, maybe it's not that worth it, but it's fine. If we have the money, we could afford him. I don't mind going with him. But this as a first match day squad, I love it. I love it so much. A few changes that could be made, like I said, is Nuno Mendes to okay. Let me bring up this next player, Theo Hernandez. Okay, um, of course, bad match day one, Senegal. Um, but good match day two. He's only 3.3. So compared to a premium like Nuno Mendes, he gets you scouting bonus. He is not as attacking as Nuno Mendes, but he's also an attacking fullback. He plays in France, which is like one of the more attacking side, one of the more dominant side. I would say, uh, they France has like both France and Portugal are quite strong. France are the favorites. Portugal, I would consider them the contenders. But France, at least, they have opportunities to dominate matches. They would dominate people. Portugal as well, but like Portugal, not as much. They won't like go 5-0, 6-0. But France, I can see them actually doing that, and Theo Hernandez might give you some offensive return in that regard as well. So Theo Hernandez is someone that I might sub Nuno Mendes for. Again, James Rodriguez is someone that I might sub Çalhanoğlu for. And my substitute keeper, Rangel, I might sub him for Rocher. If he gets over 5 million, if 5% ownership, and also if I realize that Okoa is playing in front of him before the deadline. I think we have press conference and friendlies for Mexico before the start of the game. I don't know. Oh, but actually, oh no, actually, you legitimately just get the squad list for Mexico. So basically, if I see Rangel playing, I just play him. And also, I want his ownership to be lower than 5%. If these two fits, I think it's pretty unlikely. So whatever. If so I'm just gonna okay, because I wanted to make like match day 2 plans. I'm just gonna set him as Rocher or Rochelle or something. Rocher, yeah. He's at 4.1, which kind of sucks. I think he might go up, but if he goes up and Rangel goes up, I'll have to go for Galindes, which is 1.7. He never goes up, but he's like 0.1 more expensive, and he has a worse first day fixture, which sucks kind of. I'm just gonna put Rocher first to calculate my money. So this is my match day 1. Match day 2, the memo of match day 2 is that I want Brazilian players. I want Rafinha, I want Vinicius Junior, and maybe some other people. So the thing about Torres, right, is that if, like I said, Barcelona advised Spain, the Spanish national team, to only use Lamine Yamal for 15 minutes and 60 minutes for the first and second match. After the first match day, we could understand if the Spanish national team actually follows this guideline. If he plays less than 15 minutes or 15 minutes, okay, we can expect that, okay, the next match they're probably gonna play Yamal closer to 60 minutes, which probably brings down Torres' value by a lot, enough to make me wanna sub him out, even while he has like Saudi Arabia, which is a very good fixture. I mean, if you're not playing more than 45 minutes in that fixture, I don't care whoever you're playing. You could be playing against my home team Malaysia, and you could score 10 goals. Your team could score 10 goals, and I would still not put you in my fantasy team because it's just not enough minutes. So I'm thinking of subbing Torres out. Of course, I would need to look at all the things that if I really want to sub him out, of all the factors. But one of the planned things that I'm for sure gonna do is from Musiala to Rafinha. It's really easy. Musiala costs 8 million, right? I think. Wait, let me see. Yeah, Musiala costs 8 million. And Rafinha costs 8.2 million. Okay? And I have money in the bank. And it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer because from look at the colors, right? Um, Germany goes from playing one of the worst team to a middle group team, average team, Ivory Coast, and Brazil plays one of the best African team, the alleged African winners, to playing again one of the bottom teams. So if I can somehow get um, match day 2 Brazilians and match day 1 Germany, which I already did as I showed you, it will be great. So Musiala to Rafinha therefore is a very easy move to make. Now the other not so easy move is actually bringing in another Brazilians or maybe even two. I'm thinking I could even take a hit. Actually, I don't mind taking a hit because by taking a hit you just minus 3 points. Normally in the fantasy formats you minus 4 points, so you're almost encouraged to take a hit because we don't really have much match days compared to normal fantasy leagues. You only have 8 match days, so you need to really be aggressive and attack the fixtures and really trust your instincts. So one of my instincts telling me, if they really adhere to the Lamine Yamal restriction minutes, match day 2 he probably would play, Nico Williams as well. Torres would probably drop a lot. So like I said just now, there was this player, I wanted Brazilian, right? I wanted Brazilian side. The Brazilian side, other than Rafinha and Vinicius, there's actually another attacker that is quite appealing. He plays up top. He's one of the um, he's leading the goal scoring record in the Premier League behind Haaland. So uh, yeah, you probably know who he is now. It's this boy, Igor Thiago. Dirt cheap, 5.9 million. He's also below 5%. That's crazy, I'm telling you. So I'm just gonna play him. So now I got 2 million in the bank. Um, I wanted to make a move for Verts to Vinicius, but I don't think I can. I'm I'm 0.5 million short. So from all the things I showed you just now, if I want the option to go from Wirtz to Vinicius Junior, which is pretty good actually. I kind of really want that. I mean, unless I want to go for, but Wirtz for 5 million, 7 million is also pretty good. 7.5. It's a steal. It's basically a Rafinha. It's basically a, like, if you compare Rafinha to Vinicius Junior, he's so much more underpriced, and people almost like think they are equal, which I also think that they are equal. Same goes with Wirtz and Musiala. They are quite equal, and even if you want me to pick one out of the two, I would pick Wirtz. But even then, Wirtz is zero point 0.5 less than Musiala. So Wirtz is actually a very good price for price for points option. So if I want to keep Wirtz, the other person that I could sub out is Çalhanoğlu, but I would need more funds to get Vinicius. If I sub out Wirtz for Vinicius, I'll need 0.5. If I sub out Çalhanoğlu for Vinicius, I'll need 0.9. So let's see where can we save this 0.5 or 0.9. Okay. Çalhanoğlu. Okay. Let's go back to match day 1. So like I said just now, Çalhanoğlu, Nuno Mensch, and Rocher. The easiest way that I could get 0.5 is either Çalhanoğlu to James Rodriguez. Yeah, 4.2, it's very, very low. I feel like if he keeps lower than 5%, I have to go for him. I'll just have to. Because I say that Portugal has a good fixture of DR Congo and Uzbek for the first 2 match. Colombia literally has the same fixtures. It's just the other way around. So, yeah. And actually, if I were to sub out Rodriguez on the second match day, I'm actually subbing the better fixture out of the 2, DR Congo. Because if you ask me to pick between Uzbek and DR Congo, I feel like Uzbek is a better fixture compared to DR Congo, because like Africans, yeah, they defend quite well. I don't know. I think that's a stereotype, but it's just my instinct. So if I do this, I could sub out Wirtz for Vinicius. Huh. Interesting. Why does it cost more? Oh, okay, wait. I haven't done the other. Okay, wait. Can I? Ah, yeah, I can. So it's either I go for Çalhanoğlu, for Rodriguez, or I could go for Theo Hernandez for Nuno Mensch. Both have its pros and cons. I feel like the best outcome is this, I think. If Rodriguez is still lower than 5%, I'll probably go for that. Go for him, James Rodriguez. And then the match day 2, you can see all these moves that I'm gonna make. Yeah. So I got triple Brazil, double France. I still got a. I guess the Spain fixture for Saudi Arabia is not that good. Like I don't have a lot of coverage there. I only have Cucurella and Oyarzabal. But again, it will be quite hard to predict, right? Because they're trying to integrate Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal into the front line, but you can't play them more than 60 minutes as well. So like what can you do? You know, it's like you mix and match, and then no one ends up being a very good fantasy option. You know what I mean? So as bad as it sounds, maybe I'm underplaying Spain's Saudi Arabia seconds fixture, but I mean, I have triple up against Brazil, against Haiti, double against Iraq. I think I'm okay. I think I can do okay, and like, yeah, it's either this or it's just simple. Like I'll keep Çalhanoğlu and I'll play Theo Hernandez. The thing about Theo Hernandez that I don't really like is the first fixture. He's playing Senegal. I don't really see France keeping a clean sheet against Senegal, if I'm being truly honest with you. And he's also 3.3, so he's almost as likely to go up above 5 as James is. So I guess what's gonna ultimately make me go for Hernandez for Nuno Mensch or James Rodriguez for Çalhanoğlu is I'll see at the deadline whoever's below 5%. If Hernandez is below 5%, I'll go for Hernandez and Çalhanoğlu. If James is below 5%, which I hope it is, because I think that's better, the combo is better. Nuno Mensch and James Rodriguez is better than Hernandez and Çalhanoğlu. But, you know, it is what it is. I'll just have to go for either one. Yeah. I think that's it. Other than that, it's still pretty cool. I think the others are quite locked in. Yeah. I quite like this, but I think, and it also gives me enough flexibility to have like some small changes. Um, like for example, if like I said, Rocher doesn't work out, I could just go for Galindes. Yeah, that's basically it. If Mohica goes above 5%, it gives me, cause I think Mohica's quite popular nowadays also. I could also go for like somewhat a bit that costs a bit more, like a 4.1, 4.2 range. Gives me some flexibility to still go for the moves that I want to go for, right? So yeah, I think wait, if everything goes right, I want to go into the first match day with this squad. This is my final answer for match day 1. zero point 0.9 in the bank. It's quite a lot, but whatever. 0.9 in the bank. It doesn't feel good. One of the things I hate about fantasy is that whenever you make a good plan and then you look at your bank and then there's like some surplus, you're like, oh, let me rip it from somewhere as well. But the thing is, I need this for I need this 0.9 for flexibility on match day 2, because if you look at match day 2, it's very tight. Okay, let me see. Torres for Tiago. And by the way, I don't really have to go for Igor Tiago if I look at their. I mean, like I said, if Igor Tiago starts against Haiti in the match day 1, I see his fixture and then I know that he's gonna start for match day 2. Of course, I'm gonna go for him. He's so good. But if he doesn't, there's other options as well. Like 5.9, I could go for Suarez. I think yeah, I could go for a few. I could go for Suarez. I'm sorry, I might be speaking quick because I wanted to end the video very soon and I want to go take a shit. I'm actually like holding a shit in right now. But yeah, okay. Let me just lock in the moves so that I can save it. Rafinha and then Vinny. Yep. See, match day 2, I only have 0.1 in the bank. Actually, so I need to remind myself I only have 0.1 in the bank. If I go for like uh let me see. So my Mohica replacement can only be 4.0 if I really want to go for this move. But it's nice, it's whatever. Okay, safe draft. Thank you all. Bye bye. I love you all, and I can't wait for one match day to come, match day 1 to come, and then like for it to um, work out, and then you're gonna see me in first place in the leaderboard. Thank you all. Remember, Bruno's gonna win the Ballon d'Or. Portugal's gonna win the World Cup. I love you all. Bye bye.